Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. This is episode 383 of the Ping Pong Flix Show. There are a couple crazy updates, maybe one big update today. But before I get into that, real small ones. Hashtag Wonder Woman 1984 news update. Apparently, this is the new costume, or at least an updated costume for the Amazons. This is from Rosanna Walls, Amazon in the Canary Island shoots of Bana Migdal, I think. Hashtag Wonder Woman 84. As you can see, it's got a little bit more color in them. It's a little bit brighter, it's shinier, and so you probably see a little bit more of that aesthetic in a Wonder Woman 1984 in Patty Jenkins' version of the movie. And so that will be something interesting, as well as you will get to see more of the Amazons. We'll get to be going back to the Amazons a lot more than maybe we think. Maybe that Washington part is just part of the movie, and a lot of it has to do with the Amazons, possibly a lot more on the island. It could also be flashbacks as well, as there could be a lot of dealings with that, maybe another time period and things like that. So I'm very intrigued to see, to go back to Themyscira. You get to see a little bit in Justice League, but not as nearly as good as what you've seen in the actual Wonder Woman movie. So it would be kind of cool to have it revisit that, see what has transpired from the first Wonder Woman to this Wonder Woman 1984. Especially having that, Diana revisit her mom once again and have that relationship, see some of that drama, and what types of drama that can come out of it. Like what does the mom have to say about her saving the world the first time, destroying Ares and all that kind of stuff. So I wonder how much of that will play into Wonder Woman 1984 to allude to what has happened in the first movie. So I thought that was kind of interesting to share. Now, the next one is actually part of a con. There was a con event this past weekend, and a lot of people had shown up to it, including Ray Fisher. I believe even Jason Momoa was also there. And so one of our fans, Miguel at DCEU Trinity SBW, got to meet the one and only Ray Fisher today. He said this: "Man was as cool as can be. I told him I'm going to keep fighting for the Snyder Cut, and he said thank you and encouraged me." So he wore the All the Gods t-shirt, which is so awesome. Of course, Ray recognized that immediately, probably told him to keep fighting to release the Snyder Cut, and that is awesome. It's great to see his support in that respect, and hopefully we'll hear more about that. But that's not the news you want to hear today, because today, guys, it's another break in the history of Snyder Cut, right? This is a new break. This is a new era after today. We've always get these little chunks of news that will turn the thing upside down. Well, not turn the thing upside down, but like it will elevate it to a new level of the movement. And this one is Jason Momoa himself actually saying the Snyder Cut, actually seen the Snyder Cut. He did this video on Instagram.
See something.
Don't worry about it. Alright. Okay. Okay, listen. To the world, there's two things that Zack has given me, aside from friendship. One, him and Mark Twight gave me a massive passion for shooting Leicas.
Right? Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You shoot all your stuff on Leicas. That's the reason I've basically followed in your footsteps. Love it on every level, film, digital. Two, I wouldn't be here today in my career if it wasn't for him, because he made Aquaman. He gave me the opportunity, called me into your office. Forever indebted to you, my family. You know that. I love you. I love you both. And so this is just a token of my appreciation, because I love you and I rarely get to see you, and we talk from afar.
Embarrassing.
But but we will work together for the rest of our lives, and your family. And so close your eyes.
Cover them or close them? I'm going to cover them because I'm going to pee.
Okay. Open your eyes. There you go, boss.
What?
It's Q2.
Oh, fuck.
It's a brand new Leica. I just bought Zack Snyder a brand new Q2. What's up? Man, it's got
Are you
tons of
serious?
Leicas, so I'm like,
I don't have this.
I know. Yeah, I just gotta get you the. There's no card in it, but I mean, it's.
All right. Oh, my Lord. Look
But it's
at
the
that.
new Q2, man, and it's freaking epic.
Oh, it's beautiful. You kidding me? Fucker.
Now, from that, you can see that he really, really appreciates Zack Snyder. It's so awesome to have him have that appreciation to get to where he's at. I mean, he is literally the billion-dollar man right now after Aquaman. He has a newfound fame, that star fame, that star power right now. And it's so cool to see him go back to pretty kind of the roots, I would say, to appreciate the man who hired him to make him into the Aquaman character he is today, which I hope other stars will do the same. And I'm sure Ray Fisher also has that same appreciation. Gal Gadot also had that same appreciation. But it's cool to see him do this. And he flew all the way to Albuquerque to visit Zack Snyder on the set of Army of the Dead. What we didn't think, what we didn't realize, or would have, actually found out that Zack Snyder showed Jason Momoa the Snyder Cut, and not even in private. I mean, it's in private, but like Jason Momoa was able to say it, was able to say this. And I know it says Cinder Cut, but you could probably think he's typing fast, and so it may have turned into Cinder Cut, but essentially Snyder Cut. Well, let's be honest. If it wasn't for this man, we wouldn't have got Aquaman. I love you, Zachary Snyder. Mahalo for showing me the Snyder Cut. Here is a token of my appreciation. The Leica Q2 for inspiring me as an artist through and through at Leica Camera USA. I wish I was a better actor, but I can't lie. The Snyder Cut is sick. Hashtag lucky me sucks for you. Hashtag Q2. Hashtag Leica for life at Cruel Films. Aloha J. So, the big thing out of that, where you just see it right there, mahalo for showing me the Snyder Cut. We now have a record, of an actual record, of an actor or somebody saying that they have seen the Snyder Cut. We've not had that before. I know you're like saying, well, how can that be? We've had quotes from people saying the Snyder Cut's like this, like that. They haven't actually said out loud that they have seen it in the present day, right? And I know Jason Momoa has talked to fans before, but he hasn't actually come out and said it himself. He said to MTV that he wants to see it. I effing want to see it. But he hasn't actually said he saw it. Now, he may have told fans before, and of course, that was probably true that he saw it back then and stuff like that. But the thing is, what makes this monumentally more important, significant, is that we have now a written piece from Jason Momoa himself, not through a fan, not through a blog, not through from somebody else, but from him himself, saying that he saw the Snyder Cut. And the Snyder Cut is sick! It's that good, right? And that is so awesome. What's even cooler about this is that he said this: I wish I was a better actor, but I can't lie. It's almost like he's saying, in reference to his MTV, in reference to probably studio pressure, saying you gotta lie, you can't say you've seen it, you can't say it exists, and things like that. But he's gotta be his own man. He's gotta talk the truths, right? He is that type of person, and he came out right now. He came out today. I wish I was a better actor, but I can't lie. The Snyder Cut is sick. He's seen the Snyder Cut. He's telling the world now. He has seen it. It's much better. It's much better than Justice League that we got in the theaters. And for the most intents and purposes, all intents and purposes, Zack Snyder has that cut right there, possibly on his phone. I mean, you look in the video, it's not like there may be a screen right in front of them. Maybe they saw it on a laptop, but I gotta think it's right on his phone. That's on the table right there. And that is so awesome. That's crazy. So lucky of Jason Momoa to be able to go out there, fly out there, and be shown that movie right in front of his face. I know it's lucky for him. Sucks for us. Thank you. It does suck for us, but hopefully it won't be too long until we actually get to see the Snyder Cut as well. So, but in regards to this, I think this may be a start of a new, a new type of truths. And for people who says that the Snyder Cut can't exist, doesn't exist like at all, like whether finished or unfinished, this should put that to bed right now, because if it doesn't exist, then what the heck did Jason Momoa watch, right? So you got to put that to bed already. Now we can still go into conversation how long it is and how finished it is, but right now I am not concerned with that. I am concerned at the moment that this is the start of people coming out, I think. And this is an untouchable star now. He's the billion-dollar man. He's using his newfound star power to say what he wants, to say, you know what, screw you, Warner Brothers. I saw the Snyder Cut. It exists. I'm telling everybody that it does, and I'm gonna fuel the movement in a way, and I think this is gonna work very much in our favor. And even like Mark Hughes had said today, that he won't be the last to say it. There's going to be more people coming out. There are probably more people confident enough to come out because Jason said it first. It's that steamroll effect and snowball effect, actually, and it will start coming out more and more. More people will jump on the bandwagon, I believe, and say the truth about what exists, how much it exists, and how much the studios probably lied to them. So the narrative is going to change again, even though we in the fandom, in the community, know for a fact the actual truth. We talked to Zack Snyder. We know all this other stuff. It's just now we're with this newfound piece that Jason Momoa blurted out on Instagram for the world to see. This will help fuel it a little bit more. Bloggers and news sites will be able to write about this because this is a concrete evidence, and I hope they do. I hope by the time you're seeing this video or Monday morning, there will be a lot more articles. I've already seen it. I'm seeing from Screen Rant, I'm seeing from the comic book resources, I'm seeing from comicbook.com. There's going to be a lot more once they pick up on it and they'll start talking about it more, and that's the thing that gets me very excited for today. We're in a new league now. We're in a new tier. We're up there. We're getting up there. And soon enough, Warner Brothers can no longer remain silent. I feel that's a fact. And I feel that the Snyder Cut is coming. And it's possibly coming on HBO Max. Whether later this year or next, we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.